Hello everyone, Moose Torrent here, and today I'm going over my Nioh 2 Paladin tank build. This thing, oh my god, it can tank so much damage, it is amazing. A couple times I felt like I broke the game when I was using it, which was kind of hilarious, honestly. Builds in Nioh 2 are kind of weird because you're constantly getting new armor and new weapons, so they're going to change throughout, but I can show you guys the basic principle of this build if you want to try it out, and then you can get stuff that's similar. You don't need the exact pieces, and you'll be golden, like my golden god paladin. So I'm going to go ahead and show you kind of the strategy first. It is a mid-stance build, focusing on mid-stance, obviously, and the skills you're going to want on this left side here. I like this one because it allows you to close in, get close, so you can start axing people because the axe does not have that much range. And I paired it with the skill that, well, I'll show you that in the next part. The adamantine I don't really use too much, but it does increase your defense and prevent you from being staggered. However, you're going to walk slower. But that's not that big a deal because you can use this and then roar in with that charge attack and it'll be golden. Oh, that's not anything. This is the axe parry, Spirit Wind. That is really easy to do. Basically, your kick up on your handle will block an attack and then he'll attack instantly even if you don't block. So it's pretty dang good. Really easy to do. Gives you some options. Also, this is your other option if you don't want to do the full charge attack, Stone Mallet. I like it, but it doesn't run as far as this one. If it went like a few more steps, I probably would do this because it does more damage. But as it is now, I just use Roar. And this is the best, in my opinion. Tri-Spark, the triple swing of doom. I also love Titanic Strength. This one you hold down L1 and push triangle. He does a little sweep and a smash. So you can just hold down L1 basically the entire time you're fighting. And you can parry an attack. You can run in, get in close. You can do a little sweep and smash. And let go of L1, hold down triangle. You got that massive attack. So I'll just go ahead and fight this guy to show you basically that moveset. I did parry that one. Here's a Tri-Spark. Does a ton of damage. And let's say I want to get in close. Just roar at him. You are actually pretty versatile with this moveset. So that is how you're going to want to play it. Now let's look at the bonuses on those skills. I don't use high stance very much. A lot of people were saying they just did only high stance with the axe, but I was a medium stance man. So on my tri-stance, my tri-spark, I have damage boost stamina, which gives you a lot more attack power based on your stamina. I don't know if it's a lot more, but I have so much stamina, I figured that's going to be the most damage. Southpaw I didn't really worry about because I never really use it. Titanic Strength restores 5% your maximum health when you defeat an enemy. So I always try to finish someone with Titanic Strength to get some more health back. The Spirit Wind, I don't have something set on that yet. But Roar, I found really good to put Nimble Slice on it. Reduces the damage dealt by 20%. In exchange, they will consume less ki. So this attack does not do that much damage at all. But right there you saw, even with that boost, it drained half my ki. So that's a good one to have that boost on. Tri-Spark for a comparison, you know, maybe a third, maybe a fifth even. So pretty good there. Those are the buffs I would use, and I don't know for sure exactly what I would use on this one. It does tend to drain a lot of stamina as well because you're going to block an attack. So be careful with what you pick for that. Alright, so the main thing about this build is you're going to need defense, but you're going to need HP regen. So I'm going to have a skill on my axe, which I think is a must for this type of build. You can do pretty much whatever you want in terms of armor or other stuff, but you're going to need life drain for active skill, or you can probably get by with life drain melee attack if you can find that, but life drain active skill is a must because you're going to get HP back whenever you hit somebody. You're going to also want some specific magic spells, or Nioh. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. You're going to want, well, I just use Lightning Talisman for extra damage. That's not necessarily for HP regen. Rejuvenation Talisman is, though. Whenever you use this, gradually restores your health. Actually does quite a lot. Pretty good. Thunderstorm Shot Talisman, no. And then Leech Life Talisman. You hit the enemy with this, and then whenever you do damage to them, you get a lot of health back. That is definitely necessary for bosses if you're going to want to tank the damage. Now let's get into the armor and the equipment. So what I did playing through this game is I basically picked an axe that had some decent skills and I soul matched it up the entire time. A lot of people say you're not going to be able to do that. You won't have enough gold. But if you do it with one piece of equipment, you'll be fine. At least that was my experience. And you can, you know, sell some stuff if you want to. You can still disassemble at the blacksmith and not just sell. I think I disassembled more often than I sold, and I still had enough gold. But I also didn't buy very much, so it depends on your build. For mine, though, I didn't need to buy pretty much anything except hand cannon ammo. So I was soul matching the axe the entire time, and the axe is the main piece of the build. For axes, they do drain a lot of ki, so I went with the Armor Crusher axe. I love how it looks. Has good stats, plus it gets melee attack ki consumption down 6%. It's higher because I'm maxed with familiarity. But that is really good for axes because they do drain a lot. It also has imbue lightning, which is nice. The main thing you're going to want to have, though, a must for this build, is life drain active skill. So whenever I hit an enemy with an active skill attack, I'm going to get some health back. And since this build is all about doing skill attacks, that's just perfect. And then I have a damage bonus familiarity, only a C. Like I said, this is not a new end game weapon. It's just what I use through the main game. So you can get melee attack up in general. You can get active skill damage up. There's a stamina boosting attack thing. Anything that will work there. There's also... Actually, I think I have another axe somewhere that has just melee damage, recover health. There we go, life drain melee attack. And that's on a level 140 Bloodlust axe. The sidearm, I use a Tonfa because it scales in courage. I don't really use it all that often, and it's not a necessary part of the build. And these are just, you know, ranged weapons. Shoot people from range. I definitely would do a Tatsuke cannon, though, if you can get one, because it increases the cannon speed, and since you do have to get in position to shoot this, kind of slow. So I would go with Tatsuke cannon. If not, any kind of hand cannon will work because it gets extra damage off of stamina. And axes are all about stamina. For your armor, you're going to just want to go with the heaviest stuff you have. I'm doing Tatanashi. I have 60 stamina and I can have 4 pieces and then a random helmet. The helmet doesn't really matter. That's just something I can wear and not be overweight. But the Tatanashi is good because of the set bonus. It gets projectile damage taken down 15% and damage taken minus 3% and damage bonus equip weight A. And since you're wearing some heavy armor, that's going to be pretty good. And if you do eventually get that 5th piece on there, the helmet, you're going to take another 3% less damage and a negative 20% on your elemental damage taken, which is really good. Another thing you could do is mix set bonuses with something that has weapons in it and has the damage bonus reduction. I think something such as, let me see what I got. Okay, Master Archer will give you minus 4% damage taken with 4 pieces, but you can have a sword, a bow, a hat, and a cuirass. And then if you go to Obsidian, you need 3, and you can have an axe, and then 2 pieces of armor, and you'll have a 7% less damage. So that's pretty good, combining 2 set bonuses if you want to do that. Early on, I was using Yoriki because it gives you the life drain. Another interesting piece to consider, Water Buffalo. Gives you more defense when you gain life. Not bad to look at. Raging Bull has a really good set as well. More life, more melee damage by 3%, 4% less damage taken, and then when you get 5 pieces, HP regen whenever you gain Amrita. So that's pretty good. There's our nice Tatanashi helmet. And where's that other one? Veterans I also really like. Damage taken mid-attack. That would be really good for this build, because you're going to be trading hits a lot, so the less damage you take, the better. Hairy Caterpillar also has that effect a lot more, because it weighs more. And it has the Hairy Caterpillar on it. So there's that. Black Bear Fur. This is actually lighter than the Tatanashi, so I was going to go to this eventually. It does also have auto life recovery when you kill an enemy, like the Yoriki does. So that's what you're going to do for armors and equipments. Most importantly though, the life drain on the axe. Very good. Alright guys, now let's go over the clan. I picked Honda for this build. It's a pretty dang good clan because of the bonuses. Another good one would give you regen, but the Honda gives you half damage taken if you have full health. So that's going to be good because I'm going to be closer to having full health, and then I'll just regen it back to full health, and then I'll take less damage each time. And then it also boosts your active skill damage. And since this is an active skill build, that's pretty awesome. Plus, I'm getting regen whenever I hit someone with an active skill, so the more damage I do, the more HP I get back. So that is just perfect for this build. Honda all the way. No Mitsubishi. Alright, so now I'll show you basically how this build works with the spells on it also. I get the leech life, and you can basically just stand here, tank through his attacks. My health is full. And, you know, you can't do much. At the moment, here are the stats. These are going to be changing constantly as you go through the game, but I didn't focus too much on Constitution because I wanted to focus more on defense. But Constitution is pretty good as well. You might want to do more than I did. I got 20 heart for that extra key, 22 courage to boost the axe damage as well as my secondary tonfa damage, in case there was an enemy I felt the axe just wasn't cut out for, which really didn't happen too much. So if you want to, you can probably take out that courage and just stick with an axe only. But I'll probably keep it like this because I do like changing it up every once in a while. You're definitely going to focus on stamina. I have 60 at the moment. That's going to go up even more. That's the main stat for axes. I have 18 strength. Every once in a while you'll also get an equipment weight, like plus, I don't know, 1/10 of a point with strength, so that's not a bad stat to also invest in as well. And I have 20 magic because I do like casting the magic here. Another great thing about the Tatanashi armor is it has good toughness, which is basically the poise in this game, so you can do attacks and not get staggered. I have 305 at the moment, an A rank. Pretty good. Alright guys, now I'm doing a mission that is like an endgame mission, so the enemies are harder, so we'll get to see what it looks like when I'm taking increased damage with the HP regen and all my buffs going. Let's test it out on this dude over here. Gotta cast that leech life. Oh geez, cocky. Okay, so I'm not gonna use the leech life just yet, but even against these guys, you can see how much damage I'm doing and how much HP I'm regenerating. It'd be better if this guy wasn't blasting me with a hand cannon the entire time. But yeah, we did a ton of damage. Our health is still going up. Now I'm going to do the leech life against him. And we can really tank some damage now. Look at that. Oh, we're already at full health. Alright, I'm going to let him hit me a little bit, actually. No, he's down. I'll kill him. That's the power of the axe. I will let him hit me this time, though. Oh god. Alright. Oh no, the leech life wore off. I was hoping we could see the numbers on that a little more. Well, you got to see it a little bit. We can find some more enemies. Maybe a boss will be good. Alright guys, now let's just run through some enemies so you can see what it's like over there. Got a couple dudes over here. Let's see if I can get a tri-spark on him. Oh! Alright. We're still at full health, and we got that defense buff from the Honda clan. As you can see there, we didn't take very much damage from that hit from Hatchet Man. And I don't have any regen going from the spells. It's all my weapon drain. Another axe man. Hopefully he drops me that Gotenzuo's axe, or however it's pronounced. Parried him. Oh, I knocked him over. That skill is really good against people. I don't want to go into that fog. Lightning power! Alright, one more combo. We got him. And we did get the Gozenzuo's axe. Looking good. Looking good. Alright, so at this point, I will pop on some regen. Maybe I'll do a lightning buff as well. And if I find a heavier enemy, someone I'm going to be fighting for a longer period of time, I will also put on the leech life. This guy I'll probably kill too quick. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, my god. Unless he kills me. God, these endgame missions are so much harder. Anyways. Let's just start tanking. Look at this. You just do the tri-spark and you dash. And we're back at full health. Although I use an elixir somewhere in there, so maybe that one wasn't the best example. Gakis don't stand a chance. Even big Gakis really don't pose much of a problem. You also really want to have the key recovery on dodge. That works very well because you can use a tri-spark and keep spamming it basically. Monkey Man. The axe has really good attacks in terms of breaking horns off enemies. Look at this damage. And this area is above my level as well. So the enemies here are going to be doing some decent damage to me. These guys just get smashed. No problem. Lop his head off. And that's basically all skill attacks. Okay, now this is usually an Ipan Datara. I don't know how it's pronounced. So, we probably won't be able to tank much damage from him, but we'll try. Ouch. Alright. Tank the damage! Got some decent health back. Tri-spark. He moves so much. It's really nice not having to be able to use that elixir. Look at my health, so full. We got him. The tactic is effective. Stay on your toes. You can really do some great recovery, great damage as well. You're almost like the nemesis. Oh jeez. No, we got a Scampus. Alright, we had to retreat because of that rifle guy. But let's see what we can do against Hatchet Man. Try spark power. Just dash behind him. Try spark. Dash. Oh my god, he didn't stand a chance. He did not stand a chance. We axed him good. Alright guys, now let's try it out up against a boss. Normally, you'd run into this hot spring and you'd have some decent regen for the boss, but we're going to have this plus our regen spell plus leech life. So let's see if that's enough to tank through a end game level boss. Lasts a decent amount of time, so even though I went the wrong way there, it shouldn't be too big a deal. See what Fireman has in store for us. Alright, we got regen, lightning, and as soon as the match starts, we can use our leech life. We leeched him good. Don't have to worry about taking hits too much, but still, you just want to attack and then dash. He did quite a lot of damage, but we restored quite a lot. So you really don't want to just stand there and take damage, but however, you can be very aggressive and just attack and then dodge once most of the time, and you'll be fine. Okay, I did actually use an elixir there. Going to buff up again because I lost my leech life and my regen. Now we're back in business. We don't have the lightning buff though. See there, I just do the tri-spark and then I dash away. Tri-spark, dash away. Tri-spark, dash away. Tri-spark, dash away. I'll do the parry. I'll parry him. Oh god, that was a bad idea. Oh my god. Okay, Titanic strength. We'll do that. Titanic strength. And we killed him with a Titanic strength. That is how it's done. We got a palisade breaker. That's divine. And we got the smithing text for the mask. That's pretty cool. So as you can see, this build is pretty dang effective. You don't have to be super skilled to use it. You just gotta tank the damage. Although you can't literally just stand there and attack. It's not it's not that good, but it is pretty dang good. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the build. I don't know if I'm going to do another different type of build for Nioh 2. Just because how the game works, it doesn't really encourage you to try different stuff. They do have ways to do it, and maybe I will figure out a way to actually just try different builds and it'll be easy. But given that you're going to have to restart your clan bonus every time, I'm doubting it. But I just might not know yet. There may be an easy way. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll be back with another video for you shortly.